Hi, welcome to What the Flick. Christy, Alonzo, Matt. The worst movies of the year. Much more fun to talk about than the best movies of the year. So, Alonzo, why don't you go first with what your pick is for the worst movie of last year?
My worst movie of the year, I will also say, is the best bad movie of the year, and that would be The Identical. In a year of loony pants faith-based movies like God's Not Dead and Left Behind and Kirk Cameron Saving Christmas, The Identical takes the cake.
You're going into the ministry.
This is sort of about what would have happened if Elvis's twin brother had lived and been raised by a preacher, except that in this movie's universe, Elvis actually exists. He's mentioned in passing. There's so many crazy choices and weird anachronisms and bad wig continuity. Ray Liotta and Ashley Judd not doing their best work, not to mention Seth Green. Plus, there's this whole crazy, weird subplot about Jews for Jesus that gets sort of elbowed in. Like, it's a movie that's set in the 60s where Vietnam and the civil rights movement are not mentioned, but the Six-Day War is. It's kooky. And it is, of all the terrible movies I saw this year, it's the one that I think everybody needs to see. It just came out on Blu-ray. Get your friends together, have a cocktail. This is Oogie Loves for adults.
Ooh, I have not seen this movie. Have you?
I have not.
Should we go have cocktails and go watch Oogie Loves for adults?
I will watch it again with y'all.
Come with us. We'll make a date.
How many cocktails? What's the sweet spot at which you are still sober enough to actually sit through the movie and not pass out?
We're going to find out. It's going to be scientific. What is your choice for the worst movie of last year?
The movie I walked out of because it was so shitty, Dumb and Dumber 2. There was a point at which the Farrelly brothers were really edgy and had a dangerous sense of humor and were very funny and pushing the envelope. And this movie is not anywhere close to that. This movie sucks. It's an embarrassment for all involved. I thought that I hated Grown Ups 2. I hated this even more because I just didn't care. This is disappointing for all people involved. Everybody is capable of doing better work than this. And what was frustrating about this film is that, so this is the long-awaited reunion of Harry and Lloyd, and everybody's just sleepwalking through it. It's not funny. You're not even interested in the characters. I'm kind of surprised it's even in focus. Yes, I did not finish this whole film because who fucking cares, right? I walked out, and I know people got mad that I walked out and I gave it a score. I maintain that that is a valid reaction to a film. If I give you 30, 40 minutes and I'm still feeling like I'm being sliced with razors and having lemon juice poured into them, maybe your film sucks.
You know what's depressing about that movie as well is you see what Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels have done in the 20 plus years since the first Dumb and Dumber, and you know they have so much more in them, and so much more complexity, so much more drama, and why go back to these guys? Is it just for the paycheck? Is it because it's fun and light in theory? Fun in theory? What is the motivation here?
It's a cynical cash grab, and as much as I hate Transformers 4, and I think those are terrible movies, this I found to be worse than Transformers because this is even. With Transformers, you can look at it and say, okay, maybe I know what I'm getting into. It's cynical. It's a toy commercial, whatever. It's a marketing ploy. That is a close second here. But Dumb and Dumber 2 is something where you at least expect everybody involved, even the Farrelly brothers, have talent. And for whatever reason, they just decided that all they wanted was to pick up the check.
Supposedly, people were wondering what happened to Harry and Lloyd. Now we don't have to wonder anymore. So my pick is one that Alonzo referenced, and that is Kirk Cameron Saving Christmas. I'm so glad we all have different bad ones. We can all enjoy each other. So it's just bizarre, and not even bad in a fun way. You're talking about how The Identical is bad in a fun way. This is just shoddy, and it looks like crap, and it's edited horribly, and the performances are really stiff. But underlying all of that is this fundamental message that we should embrace the materialism of Christmas because it's God's manifestation of himself on earth.
Right.
It's
See,
bizarre.
you called it the Room of Christian movies when it came out, and I thought that was too kind because the Room is a more fun sit than Saving Christmas is.
And then this ends with a funky fresh hip hop dance routine to Angels We Have Heard on High. So and it got multiple Razzie nominations. I'm proud of this. I think it leads like Birdman, my best of pick, leading the Oscars in nominations. I believe that Kirk Cameron's Saving Christmas and Transformers maybe both lead.
Something like that,
and also Kirk Cameron was nominated for a Razzie for Best On-Screen Duo for himself and his ego.
Duh.
There you go.
And I
They have
believe
fun with the
it is
Razzies.
now, I think, also the worst rated movie at IMDb of all time
Yes.
or
Is it?
something.
And it has a 0.
It has a 0.
Does anybody
on
like
Rotten-
it on
no,
Rotten Tomatoes?
Nobody likes it.
Okay. Anyway, so some bad movies and some that are so bad they're good. So enjoy. Thanks.